live?
Go.
We're live.
Go.
Hello. We are here for the countdown to the end of our crowdfunding campaign. Our crowd... What are you singing there?
It's the final countdown.
Oh.
There's a trumpet part from the final countdown. Yeah. You know when I think this was the first gig. My first band, Hazard. We were called Hazard Tea Booty. They're still around. They're in St. Louis. Check them out. We were a 9-piece funk band at the time, and we played a frat party. I think that was our first gig ever.
Yeah.
Was this frat party in the basement, and we had to learn that song. That was the fraternity's theme song.
Oh, really?
Was Final Countdown.
That's really weird.
It was really
Hi,
weird.
Kelly.
And we played it because we had a horn section, so they could play it. But I'm not. Yeah, it was the weirdest. That was a weird gig anyway. But playing a basement in a fraternity house in Kirksville, Missouri. Good times.
What is the weirdest gig you've ever played?
Weirdest?
And feel free to chime in. Kelly, I'd love to hear your answers.
Weirdest gig I've ever played. I don't know if there's like a weirdest.
You're blocking some stuff out.
Well, maybe, but the one maybe, I don't know if it was exactly weird, but I think the craziest one I ever played, we played a party at Hazard again. We played a party at a house just off campus, and we were 9-piece funk band. We were kind of limited on the amount of stages we could play, and we played this house basically in the living room, and there was no room for anybody. And here's this big funk band in there, and it was completely full of people.
Oh.
Like I had to put my bass amp in the fireplace because there was no other room for it. There's no room for it, and then people started crowd surfing. It was pretty cool, but we realized they were doing it just because they had to get to the bathroom because you could not move through the house. So people were crowd surfing to get to like the bathroom and the kitchen.
Crafty.
That was probably the craziest gig that I remember. There might have been crazier ones, but that's the one I remember. What about you?
But yours is way cooler than mine.
Oh, really? No, come on.
Yeah, Jay and I played in the Gap once.
Oh, you told me this.
And it was so weird because people were like shopping. So the Gap released this thing, and we found it on Sonic Bids, and the Gap was like at 12 o'clock on. It was like a music flash mob for the Gap. They're like at 12 o'clock on Tuesday, January 3rd, 2007, 8? I don't know. I'm making this part up. They're like, we're going to have a live music performance in every single Gap.
At the same time?
At the exact same time, every single Gap around the country was going to have a musical performance in their store. So you submit your city and you say, yeah, I'll do it. And we were like, sure, we'll give that a shot. Why not? Sounds like a fun thing to be part of. So we show up, we get selected, and we show up to the mall with our guitars. And they were like, yeah, I know, and it all has to be acoustic, so no PA, nothing. And so we walk in, and the Gap people were just kind of like, yeah, I don't know, just kind of set up over there in front of the shirts. And like we had the lamest Gap. Like we found out later that other Gaps had like hundreds of people showed up and took over the store. But
Really?
Not ours.
Oh.
Nobody came. Our friend Liz came. we took a lot of hilarious photos with the mannequins. But there were people like picking up shirts and like looking at them and looking nobody knew what to do. It was so weird.
So there was no stage, you just like set up on the floor somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, no stage.
So I'll say I played in a clothing store, but they had a stage.
What clothing store did you play in?
Two Old Hippies
Oh yeah, I played
in
there.
Nashville, yeah. They had like a really nice stage in that store.
I wonder if I think that's still around.
It's gotta be. It's in the Gulch. It's gotta be still around.
Sorry, we're gonna get to the point here. We're just inviting people to watch this live stream. So basically, what's happening is we're in the final hour of our live stream, and can't do two things at once. We're in the final hour of our crowdfunding campaign. So after 12, or I don't know, we might stretch it out a little bit considering we took our sweet time setting up. We are we're just trying to let you guys know that at noon-ish, that's it. You can't join the fun anymore. You can't. We're gonna keep the donation button up throughout our tour, so you can still donate, but you won't be able to get the cool gifts, and we want you to get the cool gifts because we're doing. I mean, there's things like if you donate anything under $20 is gonna get you a participation award. So
Yeah, like a true millennial will give you a participation award. We got them too.
Well, technically we're millennials, but I don't totally agree with that.
No, we're the Oregon Trail generation.
It makes no sense. Oregon trailers. Anything under $19, you get to join the private discussion thread. And we're making a documentary of our European tour. And we're going to be putting stuff on this thread that the general public is not going to be able to see. You'll be able to comment. You'll be able to have input, suggestions, talk to each other, talk to us on this private discussion thread. If you didn't donate even just $1, you won't be able to join, but just $1 will get you in. So just anything, if you want, we want you to be involved, so please don't be shy, donate that $1 if you want in. If that's all you can give, we're super grateful for that. We just want as many people involved as possible. So throughout the course of the tour, you can also opt into this at any time, but the $20 and up options, or the gift options are gonna go away because we need to figure out what we're sending. So for $20, you can, actually let me pull this up real quick. For $20, you'll get an acoustic version of Human albums. You know, we released a new album in April. So for the $20, you'll just get the acoustic version of it, which we have mixed and mastered for you guys. And you'll also get a postcard, a digital postcard from us on the tour. Anything over $50, you'll get all of that, plus a physical postcard from us on the tour, and some lyric sheets and some artwork from the album as well. $100, you'll get all that plus a private video message from the tour and the commentary from the Human album CD. So you'll get to hear all of the behind the scenes, how we made this, how we made that, what it's all about, audio and video too. I think we're gonna
Yeah, we're gonna do video with it too.
$150, all of that, plus, plus you'll pretty much get a postcard from us from every city on the tour, like an actual postcard for $150. 25, we're promising 25 cities for that. Then we jump up to $250. This one is going to get you a vinyl copy of Human album. We had somebody just sign up for that this morning, so I'm pretty excited about that. We've never printed vinyl before, and you know it's really expensive, so that's why it's in the higher tier, because especially if we're only printing a few, it's extra expensive. But I'm really excited to see how these turn out.
Yeah.
And then you also get producer credit on the tour documentary at that amount. And then there will be an additional private thread as well. You'll get to like edit the documentary with us pretty much at that point. $500 will get you all that plus a t-shirt, plus you have a chance to be in our documentary if you'd like. So that means you can send in a clip of a memory. You can just take it with your phone. It'll end up in there. Or if we're on your tour stop, if you're anywhere near us, we'll figure out a way to do it ourselves, to film you ourselves. Or if you want to just send a photo, we can incorporate that in there somehow. And then the 800, and then the highest tier is $850. We had one for $1,300, but there was only one option for that because it gave you the album cover painting, and that was only one of those, and we already sold it. So unfortunately, that's not available. But there is an $850 option where you can get we get you a tote bag, so there are 8 original oil paintings by Michelle Pennington on the album, so you get to we sold 2 of them, so there are 6 more to choose from, and you can get one of those, plus you get executive producer credit, and then everything else. So those are the tier options. So anything from $1 to $850. I mean, just whatever you guys have to give. If you want to be part of this thing, we want you to be part of it, and that's the deal.
Yeah. What's wrong with your Instagram thing?
I don't know.
This looks like there's a filter on it.
Yeah, I put it gave me an option to do like a film filter.
Oh,
so,
cool.
I don't know. Figured.
Thanks, Kent.
And yeah, so we're in our final moments here, and we just wanted to kind of, thanks,
Hang
Kent.
out.
Kent was is getting one of the paintings. We're super excited about it. And let's see, Ed, if you want to talk about some stuff, I'm gonna take a minute to invite some people to the stream.
Yeah, I guess the nice thing about doing the documentary, I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but as Ash said yesterday, we've been a duo for 5 years now, over 5 years, and we've done the full-time touring for 4 years now, but it would be kind of neat, to sort of chronicle that a little bit. Like we're obviously, we're in the grand scheme of things, we're still small potatoes, but that doesn't mean we haven't done some incredible stuff. And the Europe tours in particular were sort of what I like to call a moonshot goal. Like we have a few of those, in our kind of a background process in our head. And I call them moonshot goals because they're very big projects. They're very big, they're very complex, they're difficult, but, they are still attainable. And one of the ones a few years ago was to go to Europe, and we got there in 2017, and this will be our 3rd time going across the pond. So it's been, I think, working, like kind of chronicling where we were to where we are now would be kind of nice. And so I think having a documentary it'd be good, just as good for us as it's good for everybody else, because then we kind of get to look back through all of this stuff and be like, wow, you remember that? Or wow, you did that? Or hey, look, here's this cool thing we did in, Bremen or whatever. So that's one of the main reasons we want to do this, is to have a document of what we have done and include this great European tour with it, because every year has gotten better, objectively, not just not just through rose-colored glasses, but objectively, every year we've been at this has gotten better, you know, and we try to find, yeah, and we are always trying to, you know, we look at what we're doing and what works, what doesn't, we try to pivot to what does work or try some new things, and so this is a new thing that we're trying. And as I said yesterday, we kind of sort of did it with the songs from the Subaru series. But I think making it more of a story would be really cool this time. So that's what we're hoping for. That's why we, you know, took the donations and tried to upgrade our camera gear a little bit. That was one of the ways, and you know, and also through the gifts we kind of got to do some fun stuff. Like we were listening to the acoustic versions of the songs, and we're like, oh, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, Ed mixed remixed the whole album, so it's just really stripped down, just acoustic guitars and voices, and some of Stephanie's mandolin and violin stayed on there as well. And yeah, it was really cool. I thought it was really interesting to hear it all, you know, just really stripped down. So
yeah, so it sounds good either way, like with stripped down or with the full band. So and this particular album was just so much fun. Anyway, to kind of, I don't know, it worked out really well this time. So yeah, we've got designs all ready to go for a lot of the stuff, and the lyric book thing is interesting this time because if you donated to, which one was it? Was it the England one? First, was it 2017 or 2018 that we did the book?
That was the book. That was the
lyric
anchor.
book.
That was
It
the anchor.
Right, sorry,
Yeah.
that was the anchor. So some of you may have gotten a book of lyrics and photos from our five albums. This time I'm trying something a little different with that reward. I wanted to make something a little more interactive, and I got the idea from I have Microsoft Office, and they have this. They all, you know, these online subscription services that are software based, like Adobe Creative Cloud, whatever. You always have the core programs that you like. So with Office, it's things like Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel. Those are the programs you know. And then they always shove in like 7 or 8 other programs that you have no idea what they are. And one of those was called Sway. And I'm like, what the hell could that possibly be? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Sway. So basically, it's like a PowerPoint alternative. And so you put your stuff in, and you can put in like animated video and like animated like GIFs and video and audio and whatever, and just kind of stylize it. It's essentially like kind of a web-based version of PowerPoint.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, that might be interesting. What if I put the lyrics on that and made it interactive? But it's still a bit limited. So I'm like, wait a minute. You've got a website. Why don't I just put it on the website? Because I wanted to just make it a little more interactive, a little more interesting. So that's kind of where we're going with that particular gift. Because I like, you know, I think something that can live on our website and you can go visit it and see stuff in motion as opposed to having it in a book, you know. And again, we don't have to waste paper making books too. So.
So yeah, for those of you who are just joining us, we're here with our Coca-Colas. Not sponsored by Coca-Cola.
No.
To bring down the final hour of our our crowdfunding campaign. And what the crowdfunding campaign is for is to get us to Europe and also to make a documentary of our travels. We have a 9-week tour planned. There's about 33 shows on the schedule. I just posted our tour schedule online, so you can check out that. And what we need to raise money for is to get a car, because unfortunately we don't have Subaru this year, not because they didn't want to, because they can't, because they're too popular and there are no cars, which is a real thing. It's crazy. So we need the car, we need the Airbnbs, we've needed cameras, but your donations that have already come in, we've been able to purchase those, so I'll show you. We're filming the whole documentary on this little guy right here. This little teeny tiny DJI Pocket Osmo. It's super cool. It takes 4K video and has good storage, and it has a gimbal built in. It's really incredible. Thanks to our friend Todd Hartley at Whitherward for turning us on to this. And then we have a gimbal as well, second gimbal, so we can do multiple things at once, because it's just, I mean, it's going to be Ed and I filming this documentary, and were you going to take them on a ride?
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
yeah. It's just going to be it's the two of
Here,
us.
I'll come closer.
Yes, you can see it because it's really small. You
Yeah,
gotta see
it's
that.
so tiny. So yeah, you just turn it on right here. Boop, 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 boop. That's the noise it makes when it turns on. And you can see there's the little monitor right there, and you can also plug your phone into it if you want to make the monitor bigger. It's really cool. I just absolutely love this thing. You can track, so if you click the screen and then you click follow somebody's face, and no matter where you go, the camera will just follow that person. It's incredible.
And what we're using right now to kind of hold the phone for hold the smartphone for the stream is the DJI Osmo Mobile, because they have a whole line of Osmo gimbals that a lot of people use for DSLRs and mirrorless cameras for filming, but they made one for phones too. So again, I can pick this up and it image stabilizes, and kind of wherever I go around here, and it can get really smooth kind of motion.
Steady.
And it's got a little joystick on it, so I can actually control the movement of it myself, if I need to do that. And so you can kind of swivel it around and do all sorts of fun stuff with it. This is this place we're at right now. This is Indie Air Radio's global headquarters. But yeah, it's really nice, and it's been great using it for live streaming the last couple of times, because then a lot of times with the little holders we've had to get really creative with how to mount them, and oftentimes we can't control the angle at all. So the nice thing with this mobile is that I can control the angle, so we can put it lower and angle it up, or put it wherever we want, which is fantastic for live
I feel
streaming.
like our live streams have been much better.
And yeah, it's been great. So with those couple of tools, and we know how to edit. Both of us have edited stuff before, so
Yeah, and hopefully, when all is said and done, we'll get a cool documentary out of it. We plan on submitting it to some indie film festivals, maybe some indie music festivals, and kind of see where we can get. I mean, it's like I said, it's going to be interesting because we don't have anybody to hold the camera for us. I mean, we're hoping that we can get the help of a couple friends to maybe take some video of us while we're on stage or walking around or whatever. But yeah, mostly it's just going to be Ed and I in selfie mode, or doing that, or propping it up on the car. But if you guys watch any of the songs from the Subaru videos from last year, we feel like we're ready to do this because we have all these 5-minute videos that we basically have a whole documentary out of that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably do some songs from inside the car again, but or outside of the car, which we don't know. We have one of the venues has offered us a car in Germany to use for part of the time, So that's gonna help a little bit, but we don't know what we're renting yet. We're looking at Turo, we're looking at just whatever rental companies around the area. So, Haley, we'll see you in September. There's a song in there.
Yeah, that's a song. Will I see you in September?
Hi, Dan.
Hold you to a summer night.
Just do the whole
Bye
thing.
bye, so long, farewell.
We
I love that song.
lost them doing songs. Oh goodness, yeah, it's gonna be quite the adventure. Every donation, no matter how big or how large, really helps us out. And mostly, like we said, we want to be really interactive with this documentary and with this tour. So the only way to do that is to donate even just a little bit. If you've got $1, throw in $1, because that means you're going to be involved in the whole process, and you're going to get to see us as it goes along, and kind of any mishaps that happen on the way. We'll post some bloopers, we'll post some funny stuff, we'll post some serious moments, some longer things. So I hope you guys want to join in on the fun, because we want you there. It's going to be 2 months in Europe. That's definitely the longest we've been there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we were over there a week or a month and a half last year, I think.
Oh, hey, Vanessa. We're coming to Nashville in September. We're actually, this is kind of crazy. We're flying, when we fly, we leave on July 1st for Europe, right? And then we leave Europe on September 10th. And we fly directly to Nashville because, hello, Bradley Stevens, my loving boyfriend, is on. So we fly directly to Nashville because it's Americana Fest, and we've never been, and we want to go, so we bought wristbands to kind of go check that out. We're going to do some rounds and see some friends, and play a couple shows in the area, and go to Americana Fest, and then so we're there for a week, and then we fly back to Arizona from there, and we drive up to Colorado to play a house concert for our friends. Our really good friend Angie's having us at a house concert in late September, and then we make it to LA for another house concert and then we kind of head up the coast from there. So it's going to be a journey, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But we're excited about it. And where are we at? What time is it right now? 11:56. $11:66, and it's the final countdown.
I like how this looks on here. We've been working with Restream for a little while at the suggestion of Auburn, and it looks pretty good. It actually looks not bad, video quality wise. So I'm thinking I'm working on a multicam setup in the future. It might be kind of fun to try sometime. And I found a couple of utilities that can help to make it look really cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But for like shows, like if we do a show like this inside, we'll make it kind of a nice spectacle.
Are we on Patreon right now too?
No. Patreon?
Patreon.
Yeah,
No,
no.
that's not what I meant to say.
What did you say?
Periscope.
Oh, Periscope, yes.
I always
No one's
miss
watching.
this.
Well, people are watching this thing.
They're not commenting.
I think people are dropping in, but that they're not maybe not user profiles or something. But yeah, no one's chatting.
Well, yeah.
It's too early.
Hi Thomas from Zillion. Thanks for tuning in. We're not gonna make it to Zillingen this time, unfortunately, but I think we're close. We're in Vermalskirchen.
Yeah,
That's only like an hour away, I think.
Yeah, I think
Or
it's
less.
in that area, the kind of near like Wuppertal and
Yeah. We have a couple shows in that area. We're playing 2 Woodstock festivals that are within the same weekend, that are like 1 hour apart from each other in Germany, which I find hilarious that America couldn't get their Woodstock festivals together, so we're playing 2 in Germany. I think we're...
Well, the official one like folded or something. They couldn't get the permits together from the city, so they had to cancel. The official Woodstock is not happening. There's going to be a bazillion, celebration festivals. Again, 2 of which we're playing in Germany, but the real one isn't happening.
Can you blame them? I mean, do you remember what happened on the 25th year anniversary?
Oh, it was a complete nightmare.
Do you guys remember that? Yeah, I think it was 25.
Yeah, it was 99. The Woodstock
99. Yeah, there were like fires and riots. They were selling water for like $10 a bottle, and people would like riot and like knock over the things and and then it was horrible, and people were getting like raped and murdered and it was really bad. So there was just nothing they could do. It was just like complete havoc.
They were not prepared for that festival.
So hopefully our Germany festivals will not be like that. Well, actually, what I really liked about it is they said, both festivals said, this isn't necessarily about doing the music of Woodstock. This is more about celebrating peace and love over 3 days in our area. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited to be part of that. We're also excited. We're doing quite a few festivals. We're doing Mosley Folk Festival in Birmingham. We're doing Baladrum Festival on the Hootenanny stage, and that's in the Scottish Highlands. We're doing Sidmouth Fringe Festival, which is Southern England in Sidmouth. We're doing Chicken Stock Festival, which is in Kent. Like I said, we're doing the two Woodstock festivals in Germany. We're also doing this singer-songwriter festival. I'm really excited about that one. Towards the end of the tour.
It's in Germany as well.
It's in Hessen, and we're doing. Is there one more festival? Did I miss anything? I think it's all.
I think that's the festivals.
Yeah, it's just quite a bit. We're doing Connolly concerts again, which we're really excited about. That's in Litchfield. We're doing the Atkinson, Grateful Friends at the Atkinson.
Yeah.
We're really excited about that one. We're doing, let's see. We're doing Peter and Lenny's Podium Cafe in the Netherlands. We love Peter and Lenny, and we love Steendam, so that would be really cool. Oh, we're going to be back on the Amsterdam Songwriters Guild with Roe.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, we'll live stream that one
that's
for
a cool
sure.
Show.
It's a radio show in Amsterdam, and we get to hang out at our friend Ed's in near Amsterdam. He's got a houseboat that we're gonna hang out on for a few days too during this time. So we're super excited about that. There'll be lots of cool footage from the houseboat. And yeah, we're going back to the Boat Inn in Cromford. So we're excited to see those guys. Our friend Ted is there. We're gonna go back to what are the other repeats? We have a few new ones that I don't know. Oh, we're doing the Cellar Bar in
Cardigan.
Cardigan, yeah. Super excited to see Steve and play there, and a couple of new places in Wales too. The Concord. CW.
It's Welsh. I have no idea. It could be anything.
CWMCARN.
Yeah. So any Welsh folk out there, help us pronounce that correctly.
Right. And yeah, we're gonna grab footage from every single one of these shows, plus our travel to there. I mean, we're gonna start like when we'll probably have we have a little Bon Voyage show planned in Arizona, so we'll probably start there and then document the whole travel experience, the flight over, the train rides, the Ubers, just everything we need to do to get there, so you guys can see all the crazy behind the scenes stuff that we have to do to make some of this stuff happen. Where like afterwards, sometimes we stop and we look back and we're like, I can't believe that we did that and we're alive. It's it can get really crazy. So all of your donations are, number one, going to help us make this happen. Number two, you're going to come along for the ride because we're going to let you into our exclusive, very exclusive discussion thread that only donors will be a part of. So looks like we've probably hit our time.
Yeah.
It's about, we'll probably leave it up for a little bit, just in case people tune in late to this live stream. Oh, hi Colin. Hi Carrie. Hi Greg. But yeah, we're in like the final, we said we're gonna end at noon today, but we'll let it linger for a little bit in case anybody's tuned in a little bit late. And we are going to keep, and so today is the last day that you can get gifts for your donations. After that, we will keep the donation button up throughout the course of the tour, so you can opt into the private discussion thread at any time. But yeah, the extra donations go away at that point. And that's the tour. So if you are tuning in late, after we end this, you can kind of scroll back through and see.
Yep, the link's up in the upper left-hand corner, so you can go there, find all the information, and
yeah.
Thanks to everybody who donated and tuned in and everything. So we're really happy with how this has gone. So
yeah, we appreciate you guys so much, and thank everyone who's already donated. We can't thank you enough because we are really close to hitting our goal. We're at let's see, right now we're at almost just
$4,200.
Yeah, we're $801 away from our goal, but regardless if we hit our goal or not, we are we do have new donations in too, so thank you whoever just did that.
Cool.
Thanks, Kelly. So yeah, Kelly, Dan, and yeah, so we've got a few new donations in. So thank you guys. Yeah, anything else, Ed?
Nope. That's it.
I think that's it. So we're gonna leave this link up for a little while. Let the stragglers kind of get a chance to opt in. And we, again, thank you so much. We're super excited about this tour. Super excited about this documentary.
Yeah. We'll see you on the road.
Bye. Love you guys.
Yes, I do.